I'm Emma Purshouse. I'm a writer, a performer, a poet, a novelist, an editor of a magazine and a facilitator of other people's works. So I was thinking about how long I'd known Multistory, and I worked it out. I think it's about 15 years. I think it was 2011 when I first worked with them on a project about Alan Alberg, the children's writer. And there was an exhibition, and I was involved with working in schools and things like that. And I think it was a joint project between Multistory and Black Country Touring. So one of my favourite things ever to work on, not just with Multistory, ever, was when they got in touch to say they wanted me to work with a well-known writer that was going to come to the region. They said, right, when she comes, it's Dame Margaret Drabble. I was like, oh my God, because I'd read her books. When she comes, we want you to pick her up from her hotel where she's stopping, so premiering in West Brom, and take her around the Black Country to like all the things she's got to do. So there was some stuff for her booked in because she was here writing stories for a women's magazine that Multistory were putting together, and you're going to take her everywhere. And so I pick her up in your car on the first day, and I went, oh, just stopping you there. I don't actually drive. Bit of a rethink, and I kind of said, but if you really want to see the Black Country, the best way to do it is public transport. And luckily for me, Margaret Drabble went for it, and she bought her bus pass, and then we were away, and we were just kind of touring the Black Country and supporting her to write her stories, really, which was fabulous. We had such great fun. We were everywhere. The zoo, a kind of a country and western shop in Netherton that was there at the time. We ended up in there. The stories she ended up producing, Woman's Hour wanted her to go on there and talk about what she'd been doing in the Black Country, but because she'd written stories set here, she didn't really feel comfortable about doing the accent, so I ended up reading her stories, and extracts of them ended up on Radio 4, which was really lovely for me and led to more work as well for me, so that was brilliant. I think anywhere in the world, local stories are always important to record and tell. It's a way of keeping history alive, a way of knowing what's happened in a place. Multistory for me have always been an organisation that have worked brilliantly at a grassroots level with people. They enable people to get involved with arts, see wonderful stuff that perhaps they wouldn't ordinarily see. And I think some of the projects create like a social cohesion, if you like, between groups. But bringing people together to work together is massively important. You get to know who your neighbours are and kind of value them differently. And I think a lot of Multistory stuff does that, and also provides people who perhaps don't feel like they have a voice sometimes to have one. The work they do, I think, has been brilliant, consistently brilliant over 20 years.